what's up? It's Andrea from myBikiniButt.com. And do you want to build a firm, tight, round butt, even if you've got those bad genetics that make you store butt fat? Then this video is for you. I used to be overweight and my butt was saggy and I had butt cellulite and I was so embarrassed of my butt. And I thought that I was just doomed because I was born with those fat genes. I would look at, all the other members of my family and I would think, it's hopeless. I'm never gonna get a great butt. But I was wrong. So if you've got bad genes in your family, I want to give you hope and tell you that you can get a great butt. And even those women who think that, oh, I've got great genes and I can just coast and I've got a great butt and I'm gonna look great forever. If you've seen these girls, they may be looking great in high school, but if they don't take care of their butt, it can get saggy. So you may be wondering, why do those girls with great butts get saggy butts over time? Well, it's all about muscle. You see, when you're younger, you have more muscle. That's just natural. But over time, we start to lose muscle. And those younger girls, they got the lifted butt, it's because they got the muscle in there. Over time, if they don't keep the muscle, if they don't work the muscle, and if they don't take care of their butt, it starts to sag. So everything that was up top starts to go down. And now you got a saggy butt. Even if you don't gain weight, you're still gonna have a saggy butt because you're gonna lose that muscle tone. Unfortunately, gravity is not our friend. As we age, everything starts to sag. If you've ever seen a woman she may have small arms, but when she lifts it up, there could be a lot of sag hanging down. That's because gravity over time starts to pull everything down and you're losing that muscle mass. Unfortunately, other things start to sag as well, if you know what I mean. So as a woman, you gotta make sure you gotta keep it all nice and toned and tight, and don't worry, it's way easier than you ever thought possible. So the way that you keep it toned and tight is just add muscle. Muscle is great because it's gonna keep everything lifted, it's gonna keep everything toned. That's why young people look so good, is because they have that muscle mass. And you can look even better than you did when you were younger by adding muscle. And I'm gonna show you how. Okay, so we're just gonna add muscle. It seems so simple, right? Everybody says, I do lunges, I do squats, how come I don't have a great butt? Well, it's the way that you're doing these exercises that makes all the difference. I used to make the same mistake. I would go and spend hours and hours at the gym and on the cardio machines working my butt, but I never got the butt that I wanted. In fact, it only got worse and worse. So I started to think and wonder, why isn't my butt getting any bigger? And I started to really pay attention, and I noticed that my legs were getting bigger instead of my butt. And that got me thinking, what if I'm actually using my legs instead of my butt? And that's how I discovered the problem that most people have and that I was having with getting a great butt. I was focusing on my legs. And this can be a really big problem because as your legs get stronger and stronger over time, you start to use your butt muscles less and less. Okay, the first tip to knowing if you're using your butt muscle is to actually feel it. If you're doing a lunge or a squat and you feel it in your legs, then guess what? You're not working your butt. You wanna make sure you can really feel those glute muscles firing. And every time you squeeze and come up, feel it in your butt. Most people are only feeling it in their legs, and that's why the legs are getting stronger and stronger over time, while the butt just gets saggier and saggier. Okay, so once I made this discovery, it really started to change things for me, but it didn't give me the results that I wanted. I wanted to really lift my butt and get that round butt that I had always seen on fitness models and in magazines. I believed that I could have it, and I put my attention and focus on how could I get it faster. I started realizing, okay, if I focus more on the butt, that I am going to actually get more from it. But what if I were to maximize the time tension on the butt muscle? And that's how I discovered the time tension principle. It's a principle that I accidentally discovered where you isolate the butt muscles and you don't relax them. So you use more of the butt muscle in less time. So whenever you're doing a lunge, most people would lunge and then step together. You can tell I'm relaxed right here. But what if I were to lunge and never take a break? You see, I'm keeping those butt muscles contracted. And this is the time tension principle at its best. I noticed that my butt started to lift up as the butt fat started to disappear. This time tension principle is so simple and it's so easy to do, and you get twice the results in half the time. And if you're not ready to do a squat or a lunge just yet, here's another way that you can experience the time tension principle. Just lift your arms up once and then lower them down. Just like a bird flapping your wings. You could probably do this many, many times, right? Because you're contracting the muscle and then you're relaxing it. Contracting and then relaxing. So now do this. Lift your arms up and hold it. See if you can hold it here for just a few more seconds. Notice the difference in your shoulders and notice how your muscle is actually staying under tension. See, you're getting more results in the same amount of time. In fact, you don't even have to do it as long as you would have if you were contracting and relaxing, contracting and relaxing. Okay, you feel it? My shoulders are burning. Woo! That's just one other example, one other body part that you can use this time tension principle technique. It works great for your butt and it also sculpts the rest of your body as well. So you can build a fit, round, perky butt even if you have bad genetics. Remember, even those women with good genetics can get a saggy butt over time. But if you use these simple principles and simple tips, then you can have a great butt as you get older and older. People will think, how did you get that butt? They'll come up to you and think you're way younger than you are, and you'll be proud in your bikini and you'll feel confident and your man is gonna love it. If you want more tips on how you can get a great butt, then come and check out my website, mybikinibutt.com. Bye.